Hello, everybody. My name is Wildfang, and I am joined by Galactic. And we're here to talk about the heart garbage known as the Wonder Woman movie. Wonder Woman 1984? I keep calling it 1988 or whatever.
1984. And I think the proper term to describe the movie is disappointment.
That's not how I would describe it, Chief. I'd be like, craptastic,
Disappointment. And I say that because coming off the heels of the very first Wonder Woman movie that was hot fire, we come into this movie and it's just like,
yeah.
Why? This movie suffers from just slowness. Like, it's honestly, you can call it, I want to call this the slowest movie I've ever seen. Like, ever. It took so long to just get going that when it finally got going, it was just like, oh, like the buildup was there because it was so long and we were waiting, and then we get to Act 3 of the movie and you're just like, so this is it?
That's how you felt on that situation?
The whole movie, like, there was only one scene to put a smile on my face, and it only put a smile on my face because Wonder Woman finally was flying. And I don't know if you knew this, but Wonder Woman is within my top 5 favorite characters, right? From superheroes, anyway, right? She's number 5, to be exact. Why in the blue hell was she not flying? What is this leaping shit they got her doing on the screen? I mean, I get it. When characters are flying around and they're fighting in the air, it takes away the impact, right?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel like it does anything because, we don't know how that feels. None of us can fly. None of us have gotten in a fight in the air, right? Type shit. But, like, why is she leaping like she's a Hulk or something? Like, stop it. She can fly. I'm glad they finally did that because I literally was like clapping. I was like, "Thank you, Jesus! Thank you!" I was so happy to see her fly. I didn't care. I didn't care about anything else at that point. I was just like, "All right, now get straight to the action. Just start fighting." Oh man, we can talk about the fight later on. I think we should go about the movie in order.
Yeah, spoilers, by the way. This movie started off, I wasn't truly like, I was like, oh, the 80s, it started off with Maxwell Lord. And mind you, I'm not a prominent DC guy until, recently where I started actually reading DC comics. But I know who Maxwell Lord is because he's a part of some big events in the DC universe. So, the fact that but my first problem with Maxwell Lord in this movie was the son aspect. I was like, the son? Maxwell Lord has a son randomly now? I was like, what is he doing
It's okay.
with his son?
I was like, okay, that liberty that they took is fine. Give him a son. Give him a motive to have, like, because we'll get to that later.
Yeah, like
because it has to do with the ending, right?
So. Yeah, right. And I'm like, okay, you gave Maxwell Lord a son. Right, and then I'm like, okay, what is his motivations in the movie? You know what? Better question. Maxwell, right? And then I thought about it, and I want to ask you a question, and I want to ask, probably the audience a question. How did he know about the fucking stone? Or what the stone?
I was willing. When I was watching, I was willing to put that aside because, well, obviously the way they had it set up, the information was there. They just never looked into it, right?
Yeah,
Patty was very quickly able to find all the information, like, oh, the stone appeared here, here, and here, and here.
Yeah, because Wonder Woman kind of was there to help her out with some of the situation on the stone.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, okay, so how did this man know what this fucking stone is from? How did he even know? Right? That's not explained in the slightest. You just like,
It's
What
not
the fuck?
explained. You just gotta kind of assume that he did his own research, which is bullshit because when you think about it, two of these, scientists that their literal job is to find the ancient artifacts and figure out what they were. You know, that's
Yeah,
what Wonder Woman and Betty is. Is her name Betty? Betty? That's their.
I
I'm
don't.
gonna just call her Cheetah. That's their because I forget what name they gave her. Cheetah, right?
Yeah,
Wonder Woman and Cheetah. The whole movie, they're looking into that stuff, or that's their job. So how is it that this random business person was able to identify the stone and not only identify the stone, but figure out exactly what its power is? When these two people who specify and Wonder Woman, the icing on the cake, who's at this point hundreds of years into the world of the living and has been doing this job ever since, right?
yeah,
How is it that she doesn't know about the stone? You know,
yeah. You kind of have to ask
once
that question. Like,
you have to like
how did Maxwell Lord know about this goddamn stone? First of all,
That's
that,
what I'm saying. You had to like write that off in your mind, like nah, somehow. Even though in real life that would be some bullshit, everyone would know about the stone at that point, right?
yeah, like a lot of people should know about it. If Maxwell Lord,
Mm-hmm.
a non-scientific man, fucking just
Mm-hmm.
magically knew about the sword, like, and then I'm like, how the fuck did he even get this knowledge? First of all,
Yep.
that was my first
Pretty
little,
much.
my first little, what the fuck is happening situation, right? And I'm like, okay, like Maxwell Lord. At the end of the day, it was just like, all right, so this man now knows about the store, and he's kind of, trying to flirt with Patty or whatever the fuck her name is.
Now, if I was writing this right,
Yeah,
I would have had it like I feel like they had events out of order because you have that whole scene where he and Tia are in the little room, the office, and they're getting, it's during the party. You know what I'm saying? They're hooking up or whatever, right?
yeah,
They should have had Cheetah fully figure out what the fuck the stone was and what it does.
yeah,
Like at that point in the story, if you recall, she didn't even know that she like got Diana's powers or whatever,
yeah,
or that the stone actually grants wishes. At that point in time, she was just like, she was dismissing everything.
yeah,
They should have had her figure out exactly what the stone does, right? And during that scene, she was kind of just giving him away everything. Like she was just telling him things.
yeah,
Because
which
she
is
was
weird. And I'm like,
so
she's not that
they
dumb.
they could have literally at that moment in time been like, oh, she let it slip that the stone grants wishes.
Yeah,
And then while they're doing whatever there is they're doing in the office, he somehow slips into his pockets. That's how they should have wrote it, but they didn't go
yeah.
about it that
Hold
way.
up, another question, right? Thankfully, you just brought up another question. Maxwell Lord gets into the office while kissing her, and getting it in.
Mm-hmm.
Takes the stone, puts it behind his back. Now, I'm gonna ask you a serious fucking question. How did he get that shit out the office? How did he get that shit out the museum? It's not like he just placed it in his suit pocket. I mean,
I think that's how they tried to play it with the camera. They basically tried to make it seem as if he just tucked it into his suit pocket, and then
no,
snuck out that way.
no fucking way he snuck that in his suit pocket. Do you see
Yeah.
how big that thing is?
That's my question. That's another thing to nitpick, right? It's the inconsistency of the size of the stone. Because it feels like in all the other scenes, the stone was huge, but then in that one particular scene, it's like he was able to tuck it in his pocket like it's nothing.
Yeah, that was the confusing part to me. I'm like, yo, so did he just walk out the fucking thing with the
Stone and nobody.
and no one said, yo. All right. My next problem is Cheetah herself before she became the Cheetah, right? And I was like, there's no possible way that I'm gonna believe that she's ignored to the extent that she was ignored to. It was just unfucking believable. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that I actually wrote that off, and I accepted that because that is part of the whole theme that they were going with the movie, which is to make it an '80s movie. And
Yeah.
that's a typical 80s plot. Like, oh, there's this girl and she's ignored by everybody and bullied. And, it's so typical. So I was like, okay, so it kind of makes sense that they're doing that. However, it's just like, when you bring yourself down to reality, it's like, oh, so you mean to tell me they could have done a little bit more effort. Like, so all she did was pick out a new outfit and bring her hair down and put on some makeup.
Yeah,
And now
so
she's popular.
yeah, and I was
But
like,
at the same
okay,
time,
okay, right, and it was a valid point brought up by somebody else. It was like, yo, the amount of first of all, that guy that tried to attack her early in the movie was, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with that, but apparently that's the thing that apparently people did in the 80s. I don't know. That was just fucking weird.
that's another thing that I wrote off, because that was another common trope that you would see back in the 80s. Oh, there's some random guy. Oh, or there's a girl walking home at night by herself. Oh, there has to be some bug that's gonna walk up and try and grope her, right?
Right.
Like,
But there's a problem with that. But there's a problem with that, and I believe it's the same issue. He did the same thing fucking twice. He did not learn after the first time, after this man got pushed and flew 95 miles across the street. This man decided in his infinite wisdom to do it again. Bruh, did he not learn anything? There was nothing like put out there for him to go, oh, maybe this isn't the smartest thing for me to be fucking doing. Maybe I should not be doing this. Nope, he did it again. Right? And the first time it was like, okay. The second time it was more like, what?
They should have made it another man.
Yeah, they should have made it somebody completely fucking different. Or she should have just found him. Or she should have found him when he tried to change his life around and she just beat the shit out of him. Instead, he was doing the exact same thing with the exact same jacket and coat and everything, talking the same exact shit. And I was looking at the screen like, that's not possible, son. This is not possible. And
I could see it being a thing. It just would be very unlikely to have him. Like, I feel like what another thing that guy was, I think he was supposed to be a homeless man.
But he's wearing a suit and tie and a trench coat.
Or maybe a businessman that just drinks all the time. But that's another problem with those reoccurring characters that, aren't explained in the plot. So then it just brings up questions like this. But that's very nitpicky.
Yeah, right? And I'm not going to lie.
Like another person, and she beat him up.
Yeah.
And it made sense as well.
Yeah. But for me, it just didn't make sense because of certain aspects. It's like, yo, this man just magically appeared in front of her again, and out of coincidence, never learned a lesson in his life. And he's like, oh, hey, baby, are you talking to me? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah. And then I'm going to get my ass whipped the second time. You know what would have made me fucking flip out, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if he did it the third time and it was what's her name at the end of the movie that did it the third time? I would have fucking bruh. Oh my god.
They should have played it up as this guy does this to her every day on her way home.
Exactly.
They shouldn't have had Wonder Woman step in that first time.
Yeah.
They should have just played it up because, I feel like the whole payoff of that happening the second time was just to have her show off that she realizes that her power is Diana's power.
Exactly. And for me, it just it didn't need to be that. And I was like, it didn't need to be that. And then my next thing, what else was there? Yeah, the pacing in this movie was complete balls, man.
And that goes back to what I was saying in the opening. Slow. This is the slowest movie I've ever seen. If this movie drags on more than the first Captain America movie.
And the Captain America movie is literally and I can excuse the Captain America movie. It's a period piece and it's his origin story. Captain America does not have a fucking origin story of say a Batman or what's called. His origin story is pretty plain, which is which is what's supposed to be happening, right? You're not supposed to have Captain America. Captain America wasn't a ninja. Captain America wasn't like a super soldier. He was a scrawny kid that used to get beat up a lot in New York, and then got the super soldier serum because he showed heart and courage. Hell, the grenade scene alone is one of my favorite scenes in the movie. When the sergeant was like, "Grenade!" and he jumped on top of the grenade, willing to kill himself to save everybody.
What I was gonna say is, with the Captain America movie, there's a big difference with when you come into the slow pace, right?
Yeah.
The Captain America movie picks up. Movie versus this Wonder Woman movie that picks up. It's like the entire middle act of the movie was just filler. That's how it feels. This movie feels like you're watching an anime and you're getting to the good part. We're watching Bleach. There you go. And it's the middle of the Aizen arc. Out of nowhere, they cut to a different thing, and it's just very slow and not the action that you were expecting, right?
Yeah.
And then they finally get back to the thing that's important, and by that time you're already fed up with everything.
You mean what they did with Bleach, like millions of times?
They did that a lot with Bleach, and that's why a lot of people got so angry with it. If half that middle section of this movie was cut, a lot of it was unnecessary or redundant, like it did nothing to the plot. For example, the whole thing with Steve and the changing, cool, cute callback to the first Wonder Woman movie. But did we need it?
No.
We
did not need that. We did not need the what's the right word here? We didn't need that. We didn't need the fireworks scene. We will get to that. In a moment. But
there's just a lot of it that was just we didn't need. Like the scene where they're in the when they're in the office.
Yeah.
And all those people were there, and you just see Maxwell bleeding or whatever. Yeah. And then he's like, "Oh, your son's here." And the son runs off. Cool.
Right, I got that.
What did that do for the movie?
It did nothing. And I'm like, but he called his son like 20 minutes later. It was like good couple minutes later. You're like, "I'm sorry, son," and the son was about to make a wish, and you're like, "Okay, you just stopped yourself from making a wish. It was actually going to be a super selfless wish." Like, what was wrong with the wish he was going to make? He's your son. Like, what the fuck? That was my first thing. I was like, yo, he was about to make
Because I get that. At that point in time, they basically, his whole thing was he wanted, everyone gets one wish, and so everybody he uses, right? He's using people.
Yeah.
He wants their wish to be useful to him.
Yeah.
So if his son had said something like that and wasted his wish at the point in time, he would have been like, bruh. But by the end of the movie, when they have that whole turnaround,
Yeah.
But like I said, a lot of that shit is just pointless, redundant.
Yeah, it was freaking pointless, and I was like, okay, so not only did you, I'm gonna go one back now. Now, going back, where you're like, okay, Maxwell got this stupid fucking the stone, and then he says, "I wish I was the stone," and I was like, okay, but the rules state you have to lose something, right?
So what did he lose?
Exactly. So what was he losing?
Humanity.
He was already sick, though. That was my only thing. I was like, Maxwell, you were already sick, so you can't say.
He was sick before the stone?
Yeah, he was already sick. He was already taking medicine and all that crap. So I was like, so Maxwell, you're already taking medicine. What are you losing? You can't say he's losing his health. I'd be like, no, that's not what the movie told me. The movie told me this. That's not what he's losing. He's already losing his health. So if it's a monkey paw's wish, what the hell did he lose? You can't say his son. His son was there the whole fucking movie. His son wasn't dying or nothing. So it's like, okay.
I think that's another thing. She was trying to write it as if it was this big morale thing.
Yeah.
Like she was building his morale, like he became very just. He had no morals.
Yeah, he had no morals, but he already had no morals. Considering, again, and I'm sorry, but the movie told me so, that he already had no morals. You could tell from when the dude walked in his goddamn office, it was like, you're a con man, blah, 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 blah. You're lying about this oil stuff. And I'm like, okay, so obviously it's been established that he's a dickhead. So,
exactly.
Now my next question is, if the wish is a monkey's paw, what are you losing? What is happening? Right? I'm like, okay. And then he became the stone. So his powers were just to grant wishes, you know, and he takes something in return, which was, you know, I'm not going to lie to you. The taking part, him taking stuff in return and him the way he just said it, it was fine by me. Okay. You give me this cup of coffee, but in return, I receive $20 from the cash register. Fine. Cool, right? I get it. That was fine. But it was like, Maxwell, what are you doing? If you're just an oil mogul, why are you going to these places and fucking up certain other places with the oils? Like, what's happening? Why are you doing this? Like, after a while, I was like, Maxwell, your plan is not making any sense anymore. What are you doing?
In terms of what went to the Middle Eastern.
Yeah. He was like, give me all your oil. I sold all my oil to the Saudis. I was like, then what was the point of this fucking scene, Maxwell? Give me all of your security. I was like, Nani?
Well, no. That works, right? So you have him going somewhere, and his goal was to get the oil, only to find out all the oil was taken. Cool. Yeah. So he takes something that he can use from that said place, which was the security team.
I mean, I got that part, right? Which is the security team. But after that, I would have said, all right, man, can I get some oil? And he said, no, so to the Saudis. I would have said, all right, this is a bust. I would have rolled the fuck out. I would have tried somewhere else. But instead, he took the security team, and I'm like, okay.
What he should have done at that moment is gone to the Saudis. Like, I need your oil.
Thank you. That's what he should have did. Instead, he just said, okay, I'll take your security team. And I was like, oh, okay.
He could have done both.
Yes.
He should have took the security, then went to the Saudis. And I need the oil. Yeah. Because that would have made sense.
Exactly. That would have made so much sense. Like, I need your oil. And just took the oil. Right?
But instead, he gave up and went back home to go to the president.
Thank you. He went back fucking home. And I was like, why did you go home if you were trying to get oil? Right?
They tried to glance over it and go, he now owns all the oil somehow. So I guess what happened was off screen. He went to go get the oil from everyone else.
Yeah. See, in movie terms, you don't do that. That's not what you should be doing.
Sometimes you can't do plot threads off screen because it doesn't make sense.
That's like if Cheetah died off screen, you would have probably looked at the screen like, what the fuck?
Oh, we're gonna get the Cheetah and off-screen moments. Don't worry.
Oh no, yeah, we're not done. We're not done with this movie holistically. We're only 20 minutes in, and this movie was 2 fucking hours of my life that I will never get back, ever. And
here, see, like I feel like the movie wasn't bad. Oh. It's like in the mid, but towards the lower part of it. Like it's just like objectively, it wasn't a bad movie. It's just one of those movies that you never want to see again because it's so slow and it didn't really do anything. You know what I'm saying?
You're different from me. Dude. You're more nice. You're nicer than me, son. You're nicer than me because that's not to me it's a actual bad DC movie. And the fact that it was like, let's hurry up with a part 3, but we'll get to all this nonsense in a second. One of the next things I wanted to talk about is Maxwell Lord's company. Why in the fuck did he have a company with only one employee?
I feel like they all quit on him.
Okay, that's weird. But how did he get a joint with only one person? Like, yo, you have a company with one person. How does this work out?
Second, like he only had one person left. That's what the movie was trying to portray.
I mean, I get it, but I was like, okay. And then when the motherfucker said, "Don't you wish you had help?" and she was like, "Yes, I wish I had help." Hey, man, is this a temp agency? No, you're hired. Huh? I was like, that's not how it works. But whatever, I get it. You're the bad guy. You're the criminal of the movie. I get it. Your wishes is weird. Right?
I get why that scene happened too. You know, it's just more to establish how the power works, right?
Yeah, and it also established the rules. Now, Galactic, we're going to keep the rules. Let's take the rules, write it on a piece of paper, right? Put it to the side for a second, because I have a problem with said rules. Do you remember the rules of the wishes?
Well, if someone has to make a wish, and then Maxwell loses something in return.
Yes, but do you remember all the rules, right? The rules are: you make a wish, you lose something in return. Okay, first of all, before I continue on, that guy that got the coffee, he said, "I wish I had a coffee right now," right? What kind of stupid wish was that? How would that work? Okay, right?
It did work.
I know, but like, all right. So let's put him again on the same page with the rules, right? Let's put him on the same page with the rules, right? The next thing, you can only have one wish, right? If I'm correct, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you can have one wish. Put that on the rules page. We'll get to that in a second. Now, let's get to the wishes that, the original wishes that we saw. Diana made a wish silently for some fucking reason, because that's how that works. How do you make a wish silently? How did that work out? How come she's the only person that made a silent wish in the movie?
Yeah, that didn't add up, because the whole time I was wondering, like, when did she wish for Steve to come back? Because she never audibly says it. She holds the stone.
Yeah, she holds the stone and then thinks it, obviously, and then, like, next thing you know, Steve's back. You're like, okay, when did you make this fucking wish? When did you make this wish? And why? Okay, cool. We'll get to Steve in a second. We're also gonna bookmark Steve for a second. But like, I'm like, when did she make this wish? And then what's her name said, I wish I was like Diana and I was more powerful and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, cool. It was pretty cool when she ripped off her fridge and then lifted up the joint, and the dude in the back was like, whoa. I was like, that's pretty cool. You're establishing somebody. Unfortunately for me, I seen what Cheetah can actually do in the comic books and her actual origins.
That later, that has to do with the fighting. Oh man,
that's
why I say this movie is a disappointment, because the fucking Wonder Woman can throw hands. She can square up with somebody. She can get down and dirty when she needs to.
Oh yeah, I know.
Woman, right?
I know.
Cheetah ain't no slouch either. They can both throw hands. This is why she's one of Wonder Woman's main.
That she's her second arch nemesis besides whatever her name is. Yeah. And you're like, okay, that's cool. That's pretty damn cool. All right, but we'll get
we'll get to the fight.
Yeah. So you're like, okay. So Cheetah makes his wish, right? And you're like, okay. The thing about Cheetah in this movie, and I'm not calling her Cheetah, because I'm gonna start calling her Cheetah, because I don't think of her as Cheetah, because I actually like the real Cheetah. I'm gonna call her Cheetah, or I'm gonna just call her fucking Cheater. Fuck it, that's better, Cheater, or Cheeto. You know what? We'll call her Cheeto for the sake of this review. I'm gonna call her Cheeto. So earlier in the movie, it establishes that she's super nice, but she's ignored when her own boss didn't, know she worked for the company. Which was kind of like, for me, it was unrealistically fucked up. It was like, nice meeting you. We've already met. I work here. I've worked here. And I'm like, that's blatantly just asshole-ish. I don't get it. All right? You're like, okay, fine. Okay, whatever. Mm-hmm. And it shows that she's nice to this homeless guy. I kept the war for you, buddy. But here you go. Thank you. Right? And you're like, okay, she gets the power. So why is her effect so fucking early? Which is, she loses her humanity and her niceness. What in the fuck? How did she lose that so quickly?
Mm-hmm.
Like a good 13, 14 minutes. I'm probably, probably sizing it, but not too long after the fact, she fucking finds the rape dude again and beats the dog shit out of him in the goddamn street. And I'm like, first of all, why are you beating this man in the street? What did he do? And I'm like, after you hit him a few times. What the fuck? Don't you think he was done? You didn't need to beat the shit out of him to the point where I'm like, yo, no matter what happens at this point, if somebody caught you, that's literal attempted murder. You were beating the shit out of him unnecessarily now. Yes, he tried to do something fucked up. Yes, he got fucked up the first time. You know, he said you look good and then walked away, which is fucking weird because other people were like, oh, you look good. And then, you know, it's like, yeah. You're like, okay, all right. I get it. Fine. But this guy's the guy that did this thing earlier, so you have a grudge against him, and now you're going to beat the shit out of him. And then the same homeless guy comes out of nowhere, what are you doing, Cheeto? And she's like, mind your business. I'm like, I mean, there's a corpse in the middle of the street. Like, he has to go to the hospital. I'm pretty positive he has to get involved now because he just witnessed an attempted murder. I mean, what the fuck? And he's going to put your name. If a cop comes, he has to put your name now. Yeah, it was Cheeto. I saw her beat up this guy in the street. Like, what the fuck? Did she not think that through? I was like, you're smart. Why aren't you thinking some of these situations through a little bit? So you just beat a man's ass in the middle of the street. And I'm like, okay. And she got I like how she did get a little more confident and everything. But the confidence part was just, as you said, makeup, new shoes, hair down. I was like,
bro, she got the drip and she was confident, bro. You can feel that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I get it, and I'm like, okay, cool. You feeling yourself now? I understand. Couldn't it be something completely different, like just else? Like she actually, you know, gets, I don't know, dog. Like she gets muscular or something, or something else just added to her. Instead, I was just like, I was just looking at the like, okay, she could have did that before and everybody would have noticed her, senpai. But, and another thing that also bugged me about her shit that was unrealistic is when she dropped the papers on the floor and the guys just walked up to her and walked away. And I was like, no, just no. I was like, I get it, but no. That's just, again, that's too much. It's too much. I'm sorry.
It's based in the 80s. It's got to be cliche. There's a lot of cliches in the movie on purpose. Yes.
You know, I get the 80s cliches, right? I get it. I understand the 80s cliches, right? But there are certain 80s cliches that are so fucking unrealistic and don't make no sense. That was one of them.
Out, if anything.
Yeah, they were played out, and next thing you know, he looks at her and walks off, and then Wonder Woman comes out of nowhere. And what's it called? Which brings me to a point that I believe everybody's making, including, and we're about to make the same point. Why in the fuck was every man either stupid or just an asshole? I didn't get it.
It was written to be that way.
Yeah. So look, man. For me, I even made a review on the Harley Quinn movie, right? And I said, and I blatantly remember saying in that movie, making a movie about, you know, girl power, it's not, you don't have to make the fucking men in the movie either ridiculously stupid, an asshole, or fucking unnecessarily evil, or just a dickhead. You don't have to do that. I mean, there are plenty of good movies. I even brought out the first Wonder Woman, and it's a prime example of a girl power movie that doesn't make every man look like a jackass or stupid, but it also gets the message across very well. Wonder Woman is powerful in the movie, and the movie does take all the everything seriously. And there are men in that movie that are competent and not just evil assholes. There's only one evil asshole in the movie, and he's a bad guy. He's a jerk. He's a Nazi. What the fuck? That makes sense. You're like, okay, cool, right? But like literally it's like, yo, every other man in the movie is either an asshole, a fucking pig, or whatever. And I'm like, Patty. You did the writing in this movie, didn't you? That explains why every man in this movie is an idiot or fucking asshole. Because Steve Trevor was the only person now, as a man, you was probably like, oh, he's alright. Steve Trevor's okay. He's not a dickhead. He's just a guy that just, you know, yeah. But every other fucking person, you're just like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Up to and including Maxwell Lord, which didn't make no sense. Mm-hmm. Like, especially the son. Oh my god. Again, like everybody, like she's walking through the party. Hey man, I just want to put my penis in your vagina. Like, what the fuck, man? Nope. Nobody does this. Like, who does this? This is unrealistic as fuck. The guy from the White House. Hey, Diana, I'm just walking up to you. I'm from the White House. I had no idea who you are. I'm just coming to at you because, I want to get it in. Like, the fuck are you? What? Which leads me to one of my bigger issues of the fucking movie. Steve Trevor. While him as a character, he's a good character, right? You're like, okay, that's pretty cool, right? It was the circumstances of his character that actually had me kind of going, huh? First of all,
I didn't want to say this, but this is exactly what I meant. I keep going back to the shit being slow, but I'm peeling it out in layers. Steve Trevor's addition to this movie is utterly pointless. Pointless. The only reason he's in the movie is to call back to the first Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
His existence outside of the first act is like so just it's like why? There's no point. There's no point in doing this. Let's have Diana and Steve steal a jet.
Hey.
Why?
All right. Let's before we get to that, right? We're gonna talk about that. Now, I want to mention the fact that Steve Trevor isn't really in the movie. His soul is in the body of another man. Now, for me, that is one of the most fucked up things a hero could actually do ever. Why in the blue shit did you allow Steve Trevor to walk around in another man's body? Another man's body who had nothing to do with anything and was probably just on his couch eating some Cheetos. Next thing you know, Diana. Like, this man is he's trapped in his own body with another soul that take over. And now, first of all, the first things first, I got to talk about this. She had sex with the guy. That was weird. I'm sorry. And when I looked at them in the bed and they woke up, I was like, I don't know, bro. That's fucking weird. I don't care. That's weird. There are people always talking about. You said what?
Oh, they should have just brought him back as him.
Exactly. I was like,
been fine.
Yeah, when she was in the bed with this man and she's on his chest and then all this stuff, I was like, she does know she's rubbing up on a random man's chest, right? This is just a random man. Like, what the fuck is happening? I was just looking at the screen like this, and I was like, "You are aware that this is completely fucked up? Am I the only person that thinks this?" And I was like, "Okay, that's weird." And then the fact that this man, right, was fighting fucking people in his man's body. What if this man was not in shape? How in the fuck was Steve Trevor even fighting the Secret Service man? Okay. My next question. Right? This is a big fucking question. Back to the jet scene. How the fuck did he know how to fly that jet?
Look, man, that was a big oversight in the writing, because there's just literally no way World War I veteran can fly a jet, a fighter jet. I doubt the dashboards and the systems are the exact same.
They are not. I can tell you that holistically.
Right? So it's just like, it's a big oversight, but you know that's an oversight that, while it may be bullshit, that's acceptable. But like,
no, I'm sorry, Galactic. I'm not gonna let that one slide. It was so confusingly baffling that this World War I guy who's never even seen a jet flipped 3 to 4 switches.
And he knew exactly what he was doing. I was like, all right.
Okay. All right. Okay. Then Diana literally started making Naruto jutsu signs and then fucking and then said invisible no jutsu on a jet. Right? And I'm like, wait a second. Wait a second. Hold up. You did this on a coffee mug. You admitted this. You lost the coffee mug. I got the joke. How would you be able to do this on the jet when at this point in time it has already been established you are slightly losing your powers? Okay.
That's fair.
And I'm like, okay, for me, I'm like, okay.
That one, that's another oversight. So Diana, who was losing her powers because she made her wish about Steve.
Yeah.
Like,
you're like, okay.
Because of that, it was able to muster enough strength to turn a jet invisible.
But not.
And all of this was only existed to set up the seed later, after she renounces her wish, gets her powers back, that she can fly now because of words that Steve said while they were in said jet.
Yes.
That he should not have realistically known how to fly, which is ironic, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, you just need the wind. Just catch the wind. You're just flying on the air. I'm like, no. Flying a jet's a little different, Chief. It's a fucking jet. It's a more modern jet. It's something that you weren't even alive to even witness, you jackass.
To fix that scene, they could have easily just found an old World War I plane that he would have flown, or it could have been the exact same plane that he did fly, and they had it in the museum.
Now,
that would have been cool.
Now, here's my next fucking issue, and you have to honestly know this. Where did they go to get the jet?
Yeah. Okay. I have no idea. Did Diana just randomly... I mean, she's been alive for 100 years. So
yeah.
Her some slack on that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not ever gonna. In my mind, it looked like they went to the Smithsonian to go get the jet. Now, did they go to the Smithsonian to get a fully fueled jet?
Did they really go to this?
It looked like they went to the Smithsonian. It does not look like they went to a random military base, right? It looks like they went to the Smithsonian. I don't know. All I know is, where the fuck did they go?
You're supposed to believe it's a random military base.
Okay. And if it's a random military base, and I have now I have a bigger question, right? And I'm probably gonna. All right. Oh, hold up. Listen to me, right? Listen to me.
I think I know what your question is.
How did they get in the base?
How did they get past all the guards without hearing whoop whoop until the plane flew off? Did Diana leap? Did she jump into the base with the two of them?
Yes, and then even if she did that, right, and then to make it even funnier, she's already losing her power. She couldn't break the lock, so if she did that, they both would have died. From my understanding, I'm just saying, okay. Now moving on, right? We get to the White House. No, not even that. Let me go back to the jet real quick. Now, Galactic, where did they first take that fucking jet? Right after the jet, where did they go? By the way, they were at the Smithsonian. A fully fueled jet was at the Smithsonian Aerospace area.
So they were at the Smithsonian?
Yeah.
I just don't recall them saying that in the movie.
Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, no, I love it. But, so they went to where Maxwell Lord was, right? If you can recall. Mm-hmm. So, now I have a serious fucking question. Do you know where the Smithsonian is?
Isn't it in DC? Oh, God.
So, now my next question. How did they get a jet all the way over there? And then, how did they get there as fast as they did? Because, even if you can recall, even Cheeto was like, that was fast. I was like, huh?
So you mean they went from DC all the way over to the Middle East.
Yes.
Overnight. Not even overnight.
No, they went in like 20 minutes. Like, fuck out of here. I'm like, yo, you took you on a jet, not even a plane, a jet, which has no fuel or that much fuel to do cross-Atlantic flights. You out of your fucking mind. That was not realistic. And this is not a nitpick. That was trash. And you know it was. Anybody that argues me on that nonsense, I was like, no fucking way that's possible.
So she literally took a jet from DC to the Middle East. That, by the way, was in a museum, so there's no way realistically had any fuel. So anyone who just wasn't keeping up during all that.
Yes, right. And you're like, okay, so how the fuck did this jet have fuel? Okay, it's a park jet. No one put fuel in it. Ignoring that, Steve Trevor in the fucking plane, the jet. I'm sorry. What are these? What's happening? Fireworks. I'm like, Steve, fireworks were in your time, man. What are you talking about? You had to see them during the party, Steve. What are you talking about? What's happening? He said, oh, these are beautiful. And you see them flying through the jet. And I'm like, okay. Now, I'm still more on the mindset of, Steve, you're in someone's fucking body, bro. Be really careful, because this is just I'm distracted the whole time. I was like, Steve, this ain't your body. And even in the clothes scene, I was like, you're in this man's house, just rummaging through this man's clothes. Stop. Just put on some pants. What if he turned him into an international criminal for attacking the president? Like, sir, you're under arrest. What the fuck did I do? You attacked the president. When was this? Oh my god. That's why I had the problem in the first place. I'm like, yo, you're doing all this, Steve, with all this nonsense that don't make no sense. You just stole a man's body, got him raped, and fucking oh shit. So let's move on to that desert fight, man. We gotta move on to that desert fight.
The desert fight, the one where they were just chasing Maxwell and his newly acquired security team.
Yes,
I remember the security team from earlier in the review, guys. Yes, we're getting everything's coming full circle.
Yes,
right.
My first question is: did Diana kill any of those men? Because I feel like she did.
They're dead. Every single one of them dead.
Okay,
dead. Just like in these Avengers films, they act like they don't kill people, but them motherfuckers are dead.
Yeah. Captain America hit somebody in the face with that shield. I saw it. That guy's dead. He's dead. Right. Moving on from that. Right. You're like, okay, I get it. Some of these people are dying because they're on a high-speed chase and falling off the truck. Now, first things first. We've already at this point in the movie established Diana's losing her powers. Freaking Cheeto's getting her powers, I guess. I don't know if that's what it was.
She was discovering.
Yeah, she was discovering her powers, and she was the way she was. And you are already discovering certain things, right? So, they're in the middle of this fucking desert, this desert chase. And then you see Diana take a truck and kick it and flip it. And you're like, oh shit, that was pretty cool. Pretty sure that guy's dead, though. I'm pretty sure. He's probably dead or literally needs to go to the hospital. Right? You're like, okay, fine, right? Guy shooting at her. She's not barely able to dodge the bullets. She's still smacking the bullets away. She resources her way. Then she gets to almost crushed between two APCs, and she can barely hold it, what's going. And I was like, don't you think that's a little weird to be doing that now? Shouldn't you have done that when, she was trying to flip the fucking truck? Am I tripping here? She was able to flip a whole truck but couldn't part two APCs easily? Which are smaller than the truck? Am I tripping?
It's just, I don't know. Maybe her powers were extra special at that point in time.
Okay. Then she goes, Maxwell, you need to give me the stone. blah, 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 blah. You're looking at it. And I'm like, okay, common sense. Should have said, you should have figured it out 2 seconds after he said that. But instead, we waste a whole scene later. Oh, that's what he means. Maxwell is the stone. I'm like, Diana, he said it. He outright told you you're looking at the stone. That was common sense. Like, he just told you that. Of course. Yes. Like, what? And then him and them, Steve, Diana, and Cheeto talking about a way to stop it. And Cheeto's like, there has to be another way. And blah, 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 blah. And you're like, Diana is like, I agree. And I'm like, okay. Why in the fuck did Cheeto run away before she could hear Wonder Woman say, I agree? So it's like, I don't think you understand. Wonder Woman agrees with you. You need to, you should have stayed for that part. Like, you just didn't hear the whole conversation out. It said you Batman out the fucking area, so you didn't properly hear everything. Why did you do that? You're like, okay. So they're like, obviously the easiest thing is to destroy Maxwell, but we'll get to it. You're like, okay, fucking fuck Maxwell up, do whatever you can. I believe around this time Maxwell decided to go to the White House, if I'm correct, to the president. Okay, you're cool, right? And you're like, okay. Maxwell goes, he talks to the president of the United States, and then there's the next thing that even I agreed with Angry Joe on this one. The president, who knew he was taking this meeting, granted, he was like, I felt like I was somewhere else, but whatever, right? He agreed to the meeting. Why in the blue shit did the president have top secret things in his office?
Just out and about. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Max was like, what is this? He's telling him, explaining. He's like, theoretically, we use it to touch all of Americans. I was like, so touch was the thing that got you? Really? He was like, I want to use it tonight. I was like, okay, that's fine. I get it. All right, that's cool. But why though? And you're like, okay, I get it. What's it called? And then when he's about to escape, he gets caught up by Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor, aka the murderer of Central Park. Yeah, I don't know, dog. He just murdered a guy in cold blood. Or he stole a guy's body in cold blood and then just, yeah.
To use it to fuck up the Secret Service?
Yeah, he was fighting the Secret Service with a pan. The little carrying pan that they use for the goddamn what's it called. So how the
Secret Service can't throw hands better than that.
Yeah, and I was like, first of all, it brings me back to my point. What in the blue shit if that guy was out of shape? How was he doing this? Okay? What if he was like legit a obese guy? What would he have done at that point? Huh? So you're like, okay, so this guy is literally throwing hands with Secret Service in a body that is not his, that is probably not conditioned like a World War I pilot or a soldier in the military. He's just a regular guy that was probably like a business guy, an engineer for something. You're like, okay, that's fine, I get it. How are you throwing hands with the Secret Service though? You haven't, like, you don't know the fighting style anymore. You don't know if they changed up their military fighting style since, how many years ago was it? World War I took place since that movie? More than like 100, right? You're like, okay. Okay. I get it, Steve Trevor. You fight like a World War I pilot. I get it. I kind of don't. I'm just, trying to give the movie a benefit of a doubt. And I'm sitting there like, okay, I get it. You're throwing hands with these people. Diana's fucking them up with her lasso. And I will get to Diana literally as a whole later. Yeah, you're fucking them up. I get it. All right, that's tight. It's understandable, right?
Probably like 66 years between.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. Right? And you're like, okay, I get it. I understand. I don't, but I'm just going to let it go. That was one of the things in this movie. I was like, I'm just going to let this go because the more you put brain to it, the more it's just like, bruh, no, fuck out of here. Right? And at the end of the day, I was like, all right. Apparently, Steve Trevor's old World War I ass can fight new day, modern day, in that time period's fucking security guards bent on protecting the president. And I got it. Then my most weirdest part of the movie happens to me. where Cheetah blocks them from attacking or capturing Maxwell. And you're like, okay, what? Now, I have a question for you, right? You know Cheetah more than me. I like the actual Cheetah in the comics because she's vicious. But you're like, okay, did she, before she turned into a cheetah, did she fight like a cat woman?
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember because the only cheetah I remember is like the fully hulked, beefed up beast cheetah.
Okay, so before she was, cursed with that dagger that she got hit with, she could fight. Mm-hmm. She was not doing claw attacks. So why in the fuck was the cheetah in the movie doing claw attacks before she was a cheetah?
Because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
All right. So I'm like, okay. So it's like
gun.
All right. So they're fighting, or she's trying to fight at security guards at the same time, and Diana's trying to fight her simultaneously. And she's kind of giving Cheeto some go, and Cheeto's like, nah, I'm stronger than you because you're losing your powers. And I'm like, yes, we established this. You didn't have to explain that. That was not something you needed to explain to me. We know she's losing her powers. And you're like, okay, you're losing your powers, and now you're beating the shit out of Wonder Woman, and she's like, don't come near Maxwell again, or I will destroy you. And I'm like, so Cheeto, what are you getting out of this besides your confidence back and all that stuff? After this, if you just act like how you already were acting like, you would already get the same everything. Yeah. Am I the only one that noticed that nonsense? I was like, what is the point of you even being the villain of this movie if you know that technically everything was just in your head? Like, what the fuck is happening?
Because the way it was written, if we didn't have Cheetah, it would be an actual trash can movie. This movie, no. Let me take that back. This movie is an office trash can. If Cheetah was taken out the movie and the movie persisted as it did without Cheetah in there,
yeah,
it would have been a dumpster fire.
Yeah. And you're like, okay, I get it. I understand. Hey, I get it. Okay, cool. Right? Then, after that, I believe one of our family members brought up a valid point. From where they were to where they were walking after the fight and Diana's limping. How in the fuck did they get there so fast? In DC. Have you ever been to DC?
Of course.
So, theoretically, Trevor and Diana would have had to ride the Metro. Also, the Metro train that they had in the movie was not the Metro train that they were using at that time.
No, I mean, it's not like they would be able to switch out the Metro for the movie.
Yes, they could have. But let's not.
No.
All right, cool. All right, let's ignore that. That was actually a small nitpick, right? You're like, how did you get over there so fucking fast? And he's like, Dan, I love you. And that whole shit. And I was like, oh, this is good acting from Gal Gadot, right? I like Gal Gadot sometimes.
She can do what she can do. She's honestly a good Wonder Woman.
She's a good Wonder Woman.
Right? Write it better. Anyway.
Yes. And I get you. I 110% I understand, and I understand where you're coming from. If they can write it better, she's a better Wonder Woman. But right, you're like, okay. She's like, I love you, Steve. I can't let you go. I won't let you go. And I'm like, Diana, that is not Steve Trevor's body. That is a random person that you just met today, technically, with Steve's soul inside of the body. So theoretically, you are literally telling that man he has to die because you love Steve Trevor. Was I the only one that thought that was a little fucked up? I was looking at the screen like, Diana, give that man his body back, please. Like, it's so fucked up. Like, sorry, but no.
They just wanted to show that Wonder Woman's human. That she has human qualities. She could.
Okay. Oh yeah. You're right. So again, one of our mutual acquaintances brought up a good point too. if Trigon was to do the same thing, he is demonized, right? If he's like, I'm gonna take over this body and go get me a Big Mac or something, right? I'm gonna go fucking take this person's body and go get me a Big Mac. Wonder Woman and everybody will try to stop him. But Wonder Woman, on the other hand, fucking does the same thing. It's fine. She's a hero anyway. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That seems a little
country. There is double standards. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Even in the superhero world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So, and she's crying and everything, and I love you. I'll always love you, Diana. I love you too. Left that man on the corner during the fucking riot. Okay. I'm like, oh, this is a riot. She's like, I renounce my wish. And I'm like, okay, cool. Right? Now, I'm sorry I skipped around a little bit. Let's get back to that helicopter with Maxwell and Cheeto. Right? And remember that book of rules that little paper of rules we said have? Let's open that paper up. Now, the rules stated that you can only make one wish and you have to lose something to make that wish. And, kind of you have to make that wish kind of out loud. Mm-hmm. So Maxwell goes, I am Maxwell Lord. Give me a taquito. So no, let me stop being stupid. He goes, did you have any more wishes? I'm feeling generous. And she goes, I don't want to be like nobody else no more. I want to be the number one, the apex predator. And I go,
See, the way I interpreted that, which is obviously not. See, let me start over. If I were writing this, Cheetah would have renounced her wish. And instead, she would have been like, I don't want to blah, blah, blah anymore. Blah, 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 blah. But no, they just skip all that renounce your wish bullshit. And they just go straight into, yeah, well, fuck it. You can have another wish. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, okay. So, I was like, so the rules of the movie straight up told me, you can have one wish, you have to lose something. So how the fuck did Cheeto get two wishes? How did she get the second wish? What happened? Right?
Because she has a magic coochie.
Okay, that makes sense. You're like, okay, fine. Hey, hold up. Give me just a second. I have to use the restroom because we have to get to something. You back? We back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so my next question, right? Do you know what an apex predator is?
Oh, depends. What do you mean?
Okay.
Like just in general?
Yes.
Because there's just a lot of animals that can be considered apex predators.
Thank you. Right? Mm-hmm. Now, what she said, I want to be an apex predator, right? She could have literally became another human, a killer whale, a wolf, a lion, a shark, and many, many more. So she said, I just want to be an apex predator. She could have been a jaguar, a sperm whale, a saltwater crocodile, a wolverine, a honey badger, a spotted hyena, an American alligator, a Nile crocodile, and a giant Pacific octopus. I'm sorry, I said specific. Right? And you're like, okay. Mm-hmm. So how did she get turned into a cheetah?
Yes, it was left very vague. Maybe just the stone is very... Or maybe Maxwell maybe Maxwell picked because he is the stone. And he was wearing cheetah print at the time.
Okay. I'll let that go, right? I'll let that go because you said that. Because the movie, right, didn't inform me of this. All the movie said was, I want to be an apex predator. And I'm like, so what apex predator are you specifically talking about? Because if she had turned into a giant sperm whale, I would have left. I would have walked out. I would have cut the movie off and said, I'm not watching this no more. Because that would have made more sense, right? And you're like,
she said she wanted to be number one. Why didn't she turn into a lion, the king of the jungle?
Or, a human being. Human beings are also apex predators. right?
Indeed we are.
Yeah, right. And you're like, okay. So Maxwell gets into this room. He's like, I'm going to make a live broadcast of wishes, and everyone's going to make a wish. Now, for me, this is where I was getting a little agitated. I was like, so no one makes a selfless wish? Everyone makes a fucking selfish ass wish? What is happening? Yeah, that one Asian restaurant lady though, I can understand her situation. She honestly did it by accident. She's like,
none of them did. Like, the man was like, oh, I wish you were dead. Like, oh, damn.
I was like, God damn, and she dropped dead. You're like, okay, that's fucked up. You're like, okay. And I wish I had $1 million, blah, 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 blah. You're like, okay. He's like, good. Now all you gotta do is give me your health and your life force. And I'm like, okay, you're getting healthy again. And all this stuff. And I'm like, okay. So Maxwell, that's smart to get health and all that good stuff. Even though you could have literally did it, hours ago in the movie.
Couldn't he have just been like, hey, don't you wish I was healthy?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I was about to just say that. You literally beat me to the punch. Couldn't he have said, hey, don't you wish I was healthy, man? Yeah, man, I sure wish you were healthy.
I'm sure one of his employees would have definitely been like, okay.
Yeah. Right? You're like, okay. Fine. Right? You're like, all right, cool. I get it. Right? And so people start making Welsh wishes. No one and their grandmother makes a selfless wish. Everyone makes a selfish wish. People ask for more missiles, more nukes. The president's wish was just fucking dumb as shit, which didn't make no sense. All right. I was like, Mr. President.
Well, I think it made... Isn't that movie technically during the Cold War?
Yes. But he put more nukes on there. So, he's like, I wish for more nukes. And they put some nukes literally on soil. On the other people's soil. So it's like, you idiot.
That is true. That is dumb. Yeah. Well, maybe because he was too vague with his wish, so everyone got more nukes.
Yeah. So it's like, yo, you put...
He never explains anything, so we can't really just keep giving the movie bonus points.
Yeah, we're not giving the movie... I'm not giving this movie bonus points. Right? And you're like, okay.
On the bones.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. On the bones. Right? I get it. And you're like, okay. So the movie... You're like, all right, cool. We get to this part. People are making dumbass wishes. Some people are making fucking nonsensical wishes. People are wishing the world dies. What happened to the people that said no more nukes? That was literally protesting like a good hour ago in the movie. Am I tripping?
Was just protesting the protest. Huh?
Yeah,
they didn't really give a fuck.
No one said no more nukes. No nukes. I wish for no nukes. Okay.
I literally would have been like, why did no one in the movie go, hey, I wish I had infinite money?
Yeah, right? And like, okay, I wish I had infinite money. I wish this, or I wish that, like something, or I wish I had infinite wishes. I get it. Fine. Right? You're like, okay. But fucking... The part that was getting me was mainly it was just some of those wishes that didn't add up. You're like, okay, Maxwell's in his place in wishes. And then Wonder Woman, simultaneously, Wonder Woman she wraps the lasso around the clock tower, then starts flying and floating, and then wraps it on the plane. Now, fucking, how in the fuck did she know that plane was coming, son?
She has wonder senses.
Okay, so
her wonder senses were tingling.
Okay, all right. Then she uses the plane, right? And you're like, okay, she uses the plane out of nowhere, right? Yeah, like she's floating, she's gliding, and then lightning comes, and she starts wrapping the lasso on lightning, and literally spider whipping off of lightning. And I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna ask you another question.
Before you say anything, I'm pretty sure I saw a comic issue where Wonder Woman was doing the exact same thing. That's what that was the callback to.
All right.
Whipping off lightning.
All right.
However, that goes back to what I was saying earlier, though. Wonder Woman can fly. Stop the cat. Just let her fly. Jesus. That's why that scene was like. That's why I was happy. That's the only thing that actually put a smile on my face.
Yeah.
Flying throughout the whole movie. She started flying. And that's just because they were fixing some of the dumb shit that they actually had written in these DC movies.
Yeah. And again, I'm like, okay, so Wonder Woman is flying. Well, we get this. She's Spider-Man on some lightning. Where's her apartment?
I don't know.
So she was able to ride her lightning to her apartment to go get this armor, right? Now this armor was been built up earlier in the movie. You're like, okay. She goes to go get her lightning and then goes to where Maxwell is. What she did was waste more than 30 minutes. Give me a second. What was I saying again?
Wonder Woman got her suit.
Yeah, she got the armor, right? And to me, she gets to fuck up these people. Now, we're gonna pause, and I'm gonna go back all the way to the beginning, and we're gonna talk about Diana for a second, because I'm not calling her Wonder Woman, because Wonder Woman to me is better than that, right? Wonder Woman or Diana, I'm sorry, I literally broke what I just said. Diana literally goes into this mall, right, and attacks these 4 crooks in some of the most nonsensical, non-pointless ways I've ever goddamn seen in my life. And next question: where the fuck is her sword and shield?
That, my friend, that goes into what I was about to start getting into with the fight at the end. Because, like I was going on a rant about earlier, Wonder Woman can throw hands. Okay, Wonder Woman's not no pushover. Wonder Woman can really square up with somebody. She's literally one of the best fighters in DC, right?
Yeah.
Why is she only using her lasso?
Yeah, and why is the lasso for some reason now a whip, like she's a Belmont from Castlevania?
Like,
what the hell?
She's done that before, but that's not her first move. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not one of her first moves.
Yeah, right. And mind you, I'm looking at the screen like, so she's beating up these 4 people. First of all, one of those people in the mall, right, that was robbing that, illegal shop in the mall. Mm-hmm. The dude who literally stood on the railing, and then when the dude walked up and said, "You can't hide," I would have said, "Who the fuck are you?" And just chilled there. I would have been like, "I don't know you, bro." And then continued to walking. Instead, he started running like an idiot. I was like, "Dog, you did not need to run away from nobody. Like, are you dumb? Like, get out of here." Second, like I said, the nonsense of everything that she was doing to these people in this mall didn't even add up. And I was like, okay, so why are you doing all this nonsensical stuff where you can just beat the dog shit out of them? And then 3, I was like, Diana, how high did you just drop these men for them to land on the cop car and shatter the roof?
Oh, she murdered them.
Yes. The guys on the bottom should be dead. Period. I was like, that's not possible that any of them are alive, because you literally just threw them from a height to shatter the top of this man's police vehicle. Like, how, why did you even do that? And if that's the case, they should not be going straight to jail. They should be going straight to a hospital, right? And I'm like, so this whole movie, Diana's fighting with her lasso. What happened to her hands and her sword and shield? Okay, let's go back to the golden suit that was so fucking pointless. You're like, okay, she got these wings and stuff. She tackled a guy with the wings out. You're like, okay, this is pretty cool. I get it, right? You're like, this is pretty cool. All right. You're like, all right, cool. This is rad. And then Cheetah comes out of nowhere, and you're like, okay,
oh shit, the showdown's about to happen. That's what was going through my head.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, this is about to happen, and then she starts attacking the wings. Earlier in the movie, they said, and I quote, that it was able to fend off humanity so the Amazonians can escape. Right? They're fending off swords and shields. Why in the blue hell is a woman's claw stronger than swords and all that shit? That was.
Well, hold on. when you factor in her wish, she wished to be stronger than anyone, an apex predator.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So since she wished to be stronger than anyone, she's technically stronger than man, aka humanity.
Oh. Okay. That's tight. I get it. Now that you explain that, it's still stupid because she destroyed the wings. And you're like, all right, they destroyed the wings. Cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I properly looked at the CGI for fucking Cheeto. And I realized if they didn't shoot this shit at night, this would be the fucking this would be the ugliest goddamn CGI I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
No. I'm not defending that suit in any way, shape, or form because that shit pointless. Wonder Woman should have just showed up in her regular shit. Like, Wonder Woman's not a character that needs to suit up to fight anybody.
Oh.
It's fucking Wonder Woman.
Exactly. Exactly.
So the suit did piss me off, and the fact that it was pretty much pointless because all the suit was there to do after she gained her flight was to show, oh my god, she has this new suit and she's flying, she has wings. No. Pointless. They should have just had Diana pull up like Diana and fuck these guys up.
Yeah, and then you're like, okay, so in the middle of the fight, Cheeto goes, "You announced your wish," and I was like, yeah, so that obviously means you shouldn't even stand a chance because she should be beating the dog shit out of you. In my mind, she should have beat the dog shit out of Cheeto right there. And like, okay, that makes sense. You're like, all right, cool. She started, she understood that she renounced her wish, so she obviously should have understood that she was not standing a complete chance anymore, which is fine by me. But I was just like, yo, how in the hell? I was like, you threatened her earlier in the movie, and you're trying to make good on this promise, and I don't think it's gonna work. And I don't think you understood what type of threat you made, trying to threaten Wonder Woman. And now Wonder was at her full power. I was surprised she didn't get fearful because Wonder Woman is there. I'm surprised she was still trying to fight Wonder Woman and all that stuff. And then the part that started bugging me is she's like, "You need to renounce your wish, blah, blah, blah. You're still patronizing me." And I'm like, what? She's telling you what's happening on the... Did you not look at the news?
Here's what's killing me about this, right?
Yeah.
Let's start off that fight so well.
Yeah.
With Cheetah pouncing off the walls and bouncing off Wonder Woman, and
yeah,
that was cool. Why did they suddenly turn into Beyblades?
Oh, I was going to get to the Beyblades part. You give me a second. We were going to get to that. We were going to get to that, sir. Oh, we were going to get to that. The Beyblades part, okay? But first, I was just like, okay, so now Cheeto is still kind of, I think she's still insecure because she's like, you're still patronizing me, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay. I think I'm starting to think this woman's literally a dumbass, but, that's just me, right? And then the real fight starts when fucking Wonder Woman and Cheeto turns into fucking Beyblades, and they start spinning and doing all this nonsense and spinning and just doing it. Right? And then you said what?
It killed it.
Yeah, it completely killed it when they turned it into Beyblades, and then they started scissoring in midair, as as stated by a mutual acquaintance of ours who straight up said, they turned into Beyblades, and I mean not Beyblades, but they started scissoring in the air. And you're like, okay, and they're still trying to fight, and I'm like, okay. So Wonder Woman, she starts to set up the trap, and you're like, all right, that's pretty cool. So now my next thing was, she's like, you need to renounce your wish. Blah, 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 blah. And I forgot what she said after she, asked her one more time to renounce her goddamn wish. What did she say after that?
I don't know. That whole part, I was so over it that I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, me too, right? And next thing you know, she's like, you need to renounce your wish, blah, blah, blah. Then you see the fucking cord come out of literal nowhere, right? Mm-hmm. And land in the water. And the part that had me kind of fucked up while they both was in this water. And I have a serious fucking question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Both Diana and Cheeto were in water, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happens when electricity hits water?
I'm having trouble.
It goes throughout all of the water.
Yeah, right? So, come on, Alexa. So, how in the blue shit did it only affect Cheeto?
Diana is literally the daughter of Zeus.
Okay. That's a better explanation.
But no, I'll take that away though.
Okay.
Because Wonder Woman in these movies has not been established, I don't think, or tied to Zeus yet.
Nope, has not been tied to Zeus yet. So,
Well, actually, no. I think Ares addressed her as the god killer, but I don't think they mentioned Zeus.
he dressed her as the god killer. He did not say she was the fucking the daughter of Zeus. He didn't say they didn't say that yet. They just said she's the god killer, and that makes sense. I get it. She is the god killer. But what in the blue shit was happening on my screen, and where only one person got shocked in a pool of water? Fine, I get it. Cheeto dies, but not really, because Cheeto has a magic vagina, so therefore she lived past, getting shocked with hundreds of volts at a TV fucking station area, an old day one. So that was a lot of voltage she took on, right? And she picked her up and put her down, and she's like, and I'm like, yeah, okay. And then you got a good look at her Cheeto, and I have to honestly say that is the worst looking fucking Cheeto I've ever seen in my life. Cheetah looks cool. Minimum, you have to make her look cool. The one that was in that movie, first of all, why did they do the reverse, the cheetah leg thing? That shit bugs me. I'm like, first of all, she has regular appendages. It's just, she has fur and, cheetah ears and everything. She's still human. She can still wear human shoes. That one
look like a reject of the Cats movie.
Thank you. I was like, you look like a Cats fucking character, and I was like, okay. Second, I was more confused that she's whatever. All right, and you're like, okay, so Diana goes inside the TV station, and you're like, okay, Diana goes in the fucking TV station. And Maxwell Lord's like, hey, granted, you get a wish, everybody get a wish.
He turns into Oprah, yes.
Yeah, right. You're like, okay, this man turned into Oprah for a second, and then the part that had everybody I know kind of confused. When in the blue shit did Maxwell Lord, I have a better question. What is Maxwell Lord's powers in this movie?
Okay. Here's how I see that scene going.
Yeah.
And I know what you're referring to.
Yes.
First off, let me get into my nitpick, right?
Yes.
How in the bloody hell is he still broadcasting if Diana used the lasso to knock over the camera?
Yes.
Okay. Skipping over that one.
Yeah.
I think what is happening is when he stepped onto that little podium or whatever.
Yeah.
At that point, too many wishes were getting, into the thing. So it was just being charged up by these wishes. So the power of it being charged up created this wind vortex and it was blowing everybody back. Cool.
Okay, so that brings an extra problem. Go finish what you're saying.
I was saying, so then why do we have Diana throw... Here's my big issue with that, right? She's throwing her lasso at this wind vortex and it's repelling. Right, we established that it's repelling. So why did we cut away and cut back and suddenly the lasso becomes fucking Shikamaru's shadow possession? How?
Thank you. Right?
Did she learn shadow possession jutsu?
Thank you. So, going back, right? You're like, first of all, how did Maxwell get wind powers and how is he even working? That doesn't matter. So for me, I don't think granting wishes means You granted your wish, I get wind powers. Like, no.
What I'm saying is, if he was the stone and the stone was collecting too many wishes, I think that's just a side effect.
Yeah, but there's a problem with that. There's a problem with that, Galactic. The movie didn't explain this. You explain this. So the movie,
I'm throwing a lot of bones to this movie. I know.
Yeah, don't throw bones. Like, don't write the movie. Don't write the movie for the writers. Let the writers suffer their own consequences, bro. Like I said, the movie literally kind of fucks its own self when it goes, Maxwell has wind powers, and Wonder Woman can't get to him. You're like, okay, so Maxwell has wind powers, right? And then, like, she's pushed back. She's in the corner. She's telling people to renounce their wishes. You're like, okay, cool. Then the part that literally had me almost flip out. Besides the ankle, how did the rope get around his ankle if you did not see her throw it after the fact she was stuck in the corner?
Shadow possession jutsu. I'm trying to tell you, she just learned how to do it. She was watching Naruto.
Okay,
that didn't exist at the time.
And the funny thing is, I thought of a better way they could have portrayed the scene. She ran around it until it got to the point where it wrapped around him automatically. That would have been a lot better. You're like, okay. Next thing, right? So he's in the middle of the fucking thing, right? You're like, okay. So Maxwell is now in the middle of this joint. She destroyed the camera, so that means they're no longer broadcasting, right? Because all the TV crew rolled the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
So how the fuck did everybody hear about renouncing their wishes?
That's my big problem. How? If the camera was knocked over, all the wishes should have stopped.
Thank you. So,
like I said earlier, like, it doesn't make sense.
So she was still. So she was like, just renounce your wishes. Everybody, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, so how are you talking to the world right now? Okay, that don't make no sense. Right? Now, there are the wishes now. The renouncement of the wishes. So, my next question is, how many of the wishes were just fucking weird-ass, random-ass wishes when he said, I don't believe you. I wish I could blah, 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 right? How many of those wishes do you think happened in the movie?
If we're being realistic, it'd have to be at least like 1 billion.
Right? So, the next question is, do you recall the guy at the beginning of the movie?
Which one?
The guy, the first wish in the movie. Do you remember what the first wish was?
Coffee.
Thank you. So, when you renounce your wish, something reverse happens, right? Like the missiles disappeared, right? So, when he reversed his wish, what happened to this man? And then second, how would he have known he made a wish if he was like, haha, coffee? So that means, did he throw up the coffee? Or did he? Yes.
The coffee came out of his system.
He was like, bleh. What if he pissed? Because the movie doesn't take place in a day. It takes place in a few days. What if that man literally was like, oh my God, I don't feel so good. And piss was going back, like, I don't know, son.
That's exactly what happened.
Like, piss was coming out the toilet, going back into his thing, going back to his intestinal system, and he threw it all out. Dog, I think that guy is going to be injured for life, son. I don't care what anybody. I think he's going to be traumatized for life. Like, that's what I think. I honestly think I think that man's going to be scarred for life. Besides the man that Trevor took over, I think he's scarred for life. You're like, okay. What about if somebody made a wish like, I wish Grandma's tumor was no longer active. Whoop. Or I wish I had enough money for my family. Oops. You know, you're like, okay, all right. I wish I had a better job so I could continue to support my family. And I'm like, okay. So some of these, I don't believe the writers thought about this because everybody wishing for fucking missiles was the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Missiles. I want more missiles. I would like another missile. There are more missiles spraying out of nowhere. What the fuck? What kind of sick individuals are these? That's all I was thinking in my head. I'm like, what kind of sick ass motherfuckers are just wishing for more missiles? Like, what the fuck? You're like, okay, right? And then So the wishes are getting renounced. Some of those wishes are probably painful reminders of never make a wish like that. Some of them, especially the coffee guy. The coffee guy is fucked. Okay. What if somebody says, "I wish I didn't die today," or "I wish I wasn't in that car accident that was like 20 minutes ago"? Oh my God! Like, what the fuck, man? Never mind. Let's stop thinking about this shit. You know, Wonder Woman gets people to renounce their wishes through magic for some reason, and shows Maxwell Lord's son in fucking danger. Now, my next question is, why were they bursting through Maxwell Lord's fucking office? What was happening?
Well, because there was some that I think that was explained away by the movie. You had people who weren't under his spell and didn't see him in good light, and a lot of people actually hated him, so they were raiding his office.
Oh, okay.
But meanwhile, that was happening, he was already on his way to the White House to broadcast.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And
now the dick had left his son in the office.
Yes. So now I have another question, and you're gonna have to answer this, right? Where was he, and where was his son?
He was at the broadcast place, and his son was in the office. Why?
Okay. Remember what you just said, right? So Maxwell Lord sees his son. He's like, Alistair, oh my God, I need to go save my son. I renounce my wish and a taco. You know, you're like, okay, cool. Little racism there. I had to make it a little racist there. He says, I renounce my wish. And you're like, okay. So he renounces his wish. He takes the lasso off his foot and runs out there. So he renounced his wish. Where did the stone go?
That's something. So here's what I'm hoping that they do, because they didn't show the stone, and this is how they could fix Cheetah. Because, well, we'll get to that. The stone should appear in the later DC movie, and yeah, and I'll explain the rest of that once we get to what happens to Cheetah.
Okay, so the stone goes missing and he runs out of the room, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, so that means you're no longer that important. Who flew you to the White House lawn? How did you get there? You're not important no more. So realistically,
his office. Well, maybe technically, he did.
Nope.
No, actually, there was no reason. Maybe he flew it himself.
Okay. So now, next thing, right? His son was in his office. Where was Maxwell Lord's office?
It had to be far from the White House because it took him a minute.
Thank you.
Over there. Now, here's my thing.
No. Hold up, son. So you saw his son in an office, then you magically see him roaming the streets, and then next thing you know, he's in the bushes in the White House area. Are you joking? How did he get over there?
Oh shit. The boy ran to the White House because he saw his dad with the White House background, even though that's not where the White House broadcast place.
Daddy, I'm gonna find you by magic. Right? You're like, okay. And I'm not gonna get mad at the scene with him and his son.
One could argue that the lasso of truth told him where the boy was. And then your only nitpick at that point was, why did the boy leave the office and go all the way to the White House?
Okay, so now, so then I got a counter argument, right? So if the lasso of truth showed that his son was in danger, how did he not park the helicopter where his son was? He parked it at the White House. His son wasn't at the White House. He was wandering the streets. He was literally on a highway.
Listen.
He was literally. Hey, let's be realistic. Let me be slightly realistic. He was on, I believe, 495, right? Yeah. And you're like, okay, so how the fuck did he get over there so quickly to end up in the bushes on the White House lawn?
Listen, Chief, we're gonna gloss over that.
No. And you're like, okay. And again, I'm not gonna get mad at the fact that him and the son had a touching little moment. Now, my next question besides that is Maxwell going to jail?
That depends on if anyone. This is a big plot hole of the movie, right?
Yeah.
So if this takes place back in the past, how the fuck does no one know who the fuck Wonder Woman is?
I don't know either. Now, my next question, right? And this is the next one. This is the big stinger, right? This is an arrow to the knee, right? What happened to Cheetah?
Cheetah renounces her wish, making the whole movie pointless.
All right, so after it, right, what happened to her?
She just sat there in the mountain, I guess.
Yeah, so mind you, she's literally like a cheetah. She's butt naked. I can tell you, she had to find her way back from the TV broadcast station, which is clearly not within walking distance. So she had to find her way back, butt naked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she renounced her wish, and now she has to go back to her offices and everything. She has to look whatever. Now her lesson was just probably just wear some makeup and be more confident in yourself. Okay, cool, right? You're like, all right, cool.
Now, here's how they could and should fix this shit. In Wonder Woman Blood Clot 3, okay, if Cersei is not the damn villain, and she doesn't find Barbara, who at this point in time
should be old.
Despised. She should be older. Well, this is the 84, so she'd be in what? She'd be like her 70s.
Yes.
Maybe Cersei finds Barbara and offers her, the same shit in the comics with the dagger and blah 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 blah. That's the only way they can fix it. Because I swear to God, if Wonder Woman 3 rolls around and Barbara's an old woman, or if we never see Cheetah again, I'm going to be annoyed. Because they spent the whole second movie. That wasn't a Wonder Woman movie. It should have just been called Cheetah.
Thank you.
They built Cheetah up the whole movie.
Yeah. Right? And then the next thing I want to talk to you about, right? You're right. They don't remember Wonder Woman. Does nobody remember that it was almost a super international terrorism attack? Second, why is Batman going after Superman when Wonder Woman is clearly more powerful in some situations?
Well, see, because no one knew of Wonder Woman.
And by the way, Bruce Wayne is already born at this time. He's already born at this time. So, what if he made a wish? I wish my parents weren't dead. That would be fucked up. I'm just putting it out there. She remade Batman's origins, man. That's so fucked up, man.
Well, this is the 80s, right? So
yeah, Batman was already born. He's already born.
Batman was already born, but
his parents are already shot. They're already shot. They died late 70s, bro.
Did they establish that in the film?
They established that a lot in all the media, dog. They died when he was a kid.
Well, I mean, it depends on what Snyder's timeline is.
I don't know.
Because if Snyder in Batman v Superman established that let me look up shit. I need to know this now because that might be a bigger plot hole than people realize.
Oh, they changed it to 1995. The new 52 version was 1995, June 26, 1995.
Well, I want to see what the Zack Snyder version is.
Yeah, it constantly changes, but the most recent one is 1995.
I hope they could with the 1995 thing,
but if it's like the original, then Bruce Wayne is like, oh my god, my parents. But whatever. You're like, oh, all right, let's
I'm
ignore
gonna
that.
assume that it was somewhere in the 90s that they died. So after Wonder Woman.
Okay, all right, cool. So Wonder Woman, right? And you're like, okay, yeah. So no one remembers Wonder Woman. No one knows who Wonder Woman is, and apparently, this movie, in the grand scheme of the DCEU, was so fucking pointless. It did not matter.
It didn't do anything. It didn't set anything up because the end credit scene was just some what do you call it? Fan service.
Yeah, the original
for
Wonder
the
Woman came
people
out of nowhere.
That was the original Wonder Woman.
Yeah, bro.
I would have liked them to fucking do Cersei at the end. Maybe Cersei was spying on Wonder Woman this whole time. That would have been cool. Like, oh, okay. And then it would set up to Wonder Woman 3. Oh, damn. Cersei's finally got a plot to give Barbara her powers back, and she's going to team up with Barbara. And, you know, that would have been cool. Who is writing this? Hey, I need to sit down with you. Because what you did with Wonder Woman 2 and it, and I know you can write some heat, because Wonder Woman 1 was...
No, Patty Jenkins wrote this movie. If I am hold up. Yeah, Patty Jenkins wrote it. Patty Jenkins did not write the first one.
Who wrote the first one? Snyder?
I'll go check for you, buddy, because this is
whoever wrote that need to come back, because that's heat. That's heat. Patty can direct my Wonder Woman because, you know, Patty know how to put some, you know, Gal Gadot to work, but like at the same time, Gal Gadot, my bad. You know.
You said Gal Gadot. So Zack Snyder, Alan Heinberg, and Jason Fuchs wrote the first one.
Bring them hoes back because they know what they
my bad.
doing.
Screenplay, Alan Heinberg wrote it.
We don't know who that is, but he need to come back.
He need to come back.
Whoever
wrote the second one, bro?
Patty
don't know how to write. Apparently,
Patty can. I don't even know, man.
But yeah, is there anything else we missed in this movie? Because
no, I think that was everything, and I think the opening scene was cool. The little Wonder Woman, little Diana training, and cool.
That the message of the movie didn't make any sense.
The message of the movie was that
you can't go into life and cheating. Lie. Nothing is built from lies. And I'm like, nothing is built from lies. What are you talking about? Stop this. Just stop this nonsense movie. You don't know what you're talking about. Because the movie had to do with wishes. Nothing is built from lies. Okay, cool. Is wishes built from lies? I don't get it.
Well, if you wish for something, you didn't earn it.
Okay.
So you're lying to yourself that you earned this thing, but so wishes are built from lies. Whatever. I get it. It makes sense. Cool. But like, it just doesn't hit home because wishes aren't a real thing.
Oh, by the way, I was also pretty pissed off that Wonder Woman's literally stalking the man, or she randomly found the man who's in Steve Trevor's body, and she's probably like, "I raped you."
She didn't. Hold on. Listen. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe, you know, they bumped into each other, and she was like,
I took your body.
Because didn't Steve say you could, when he was getting ready to get poofed out of existence again? Didn't he was like, you can try settling down with other people. I can't be the only one you love.
Yeah. He said that. And then she was about to go after that man, and she's like, I'm gonna take your body again. What? That would have been fucking ugly.
Batman and Wonder Woman, please do it. Just do it. You've been teasing me.
All right.
Okay, so just do it.
All right. That. And so, if you were to rate the movie, what would you rate the movie, sir?
If I'm being generous, 7 out of 10.
Oh, you're being.
I'm not being generous though. So the movie's a 6, and nothing lower than a 6. It's a solid.
You said a solid 6. I'm gonna have to disagree and say that movie's a 5. That movie's a 5 out of 10 from me, dog. I'm sorry. Let me look at my little thing where I was like, hey, because I put the ratings so people can stop being confused. Hold up.
That's this movie has no rewatch value either.
It's 0 rewatch value, and I watched it twice, so when we were doing the review, I can know what the fuck I'm talking about because I literally forgot whole chunks of the movie. Seriously. For me, oh shit. Yeah, so for our movies, for me in the movie world, a 5 is below average. So I'm gonna have to say, fucking, it's a 5 out of 10. It was below average, and quite possibly one of the worst fucking DC movies that is coming out in the last.
I'd rather watch Batman v Superman.
I said that too. I'd rather watch Batman v Superman. That shit was so bad.
And it's honestly just due to the fact that it's like they took no risks with Wonder Woman 1984. You know what I'm saying? There's like no risk in this movie at all. They're like, oh, we could have Cheetah lingering, but we could not because what if people don't like Cheetah? And with Maxwell, well, we don't want to make all the men in the movie shitty, so let's have him have a good character arc with his son, and with Diana, let's... No! I hate when movies don't give me any risks. Like, that's one of my big issues with the fucking Skywalker, Rise of Skywalker. There's no risk in that movie. There's nothing... They played it so safe that it was just a boring movie to watch. Hey. I think this movie falls prey to that too.
So, all right, I guess we can wrap this shit up because this shit, dog. Wow. We catch you guys later, but this is just a review, and I hope you guys enjoyed the Smash Brothers gameplay in the background. But all right, Jesus Christ.
Once we have the mics aligned, you can zoom into my